Hi,
everybody.
hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to hide that for now. Yeah, 12 o'clock. Good afternoon. Officially. And how are you doing today, Jenna?
I'm good. Good. Looks like it's a nice day outside. I haven't been outside yet, but yeah, that helps.
I have my window all the way open right now. Actually, you can kind of like see the edge of my window because it's open towards me.
How windy was it last night? Yesterday it was really windy.
I did not like it. It was so windy. I was watching the trees and just waiting for like a storm to break. Because looking at the sky, it looked like, okay, it should rain. And it did a little, but not a lot. Or like hail. I was waiting for something like, but wind has always kind of scared me. Because when I was younger, I lived in Georgia for 4 years, and when I lived there, there were 2 tornadoes. So when it gets really windy, I still have a little bit of anxiety because it like reminds me of how windy it would get before a tornado.
Yeah.
So it always just kind of.
That's not a thing here.
Yeah, I know, but there's just like that little bit of anxiety thinking, ooh, something could fall or something could like a piece of tree could fly off. And so I get a little anxious. It's fun to watch, but at the same time,
nervous.
Yeah. But anyone coming in and joining us, please introduce yourself in the comments. Should we introduce ourselves?
Sure. So my name is Jenna. I'm from the Bahamas, which, if you don't know, is a country in the Caribbean, an English-speaking country. I have lived in Bologna for almost 4 years in total now. And I work at Myes.
With me. I'm going to say hi to Lavinia. Hi, Lavinia from Milan.
Hi, Lavinia.
I'm Kendra, and I'm from Seattle in the United States. And I've lived and worked in Bologna for almost 2 years, less than Jenna. And what else? I'm 29 years old, and I work at Bologna Myes with Jenna. Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Martina says, hi, I'm Martina from Milan. Welcome.
So we have 2 people from Milan. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, and we have a special question today. I went ahead and typed this out before. What's your favorite and least favorite English word? And this is always something kind of fun to do when you learn a new language. There's always like a word you find that you're like, this one's fun to say. I don't even know.
Do you have a favorite for yourself or least favorite word?
It's a good question. Probably least favorite might be millennium.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, because when I was younger, I had a really hard time pronouncing it. I would I still have to kind of think before I say it because I used to always say millennium. I wanted to add the N first before the L. So I have to really think about it to remember, okay, L first, millennium, not millennium. So that's probably my least favorite just because I have to think about it. But I'm sure there's other words I don't like as well. What about you? Do you have a favorite or least favorite?
Oh, I have to think about it. Let's look at the comments and then I'll see if anything comes to mind.
Martina said gorgeous is my favorite, I think, word in the world. Gorgeous.
Oh, in the world.
In the world, yeah.
Oh, fluffy. That's a good one. My favorite word is fluffy.
Said it's a cute word. Yeah, it is. It is. Hi, Andrea from Bologna. Welcome. I think I also kind of like the word puddle.
Okay, yeah.
That's a fun one. Puddle.
Yeah.
Puddle.
Maybe, I think, speaking of cute words, snuggle is a nice word.
Yeah.
Snuggle.
Snuggle. Maybe we can explain those.
What it means.
Maybe they don't know. Like puddle is like a small. I don't. It's just like a small
pool of
circle of
water.
water. Yeah.
Yeah. Made
Normally
from the
on the
rain,
ground. Mm-hmm.
usually.
We'll say that. A small pool of water on the ground made from the rain is a puddle. Normally children like to jump in puddles to make it splash.
And dogs.
Yeah, also dogs.
I'm trying to walk my dog. Go straight into the puddle.
I didn't know you had a dog.
Oh no, well, not here in Bologna,
In the Bahamas. Okay.
I hate it when they walk into puddles.
Yep. What about snuggle?
So snuggle is to it's to
cuddle.
hug someone. Yeah, it's very. Is it the same as cuddle? To hug someone, but for an extended period of time.
Yeah, like you really get cozy with that person. Yeah. The cuddle.
Yeah.
Say. Snuggle, cuddle. They're like the same. But that is a fun word. Snuggle. Snuggle.
Hi, I'm Lucia from Naples. Welcome.
Hi, Lucia. Yeah, let us know, guys. Favorite and least favorite. So I heard a lot of favorite words. What about least favorite words? I'm trying to think of what other words I like. I know there's a lot, but it's just hard to think of.
Think of them in the moment.
Ooh, Andrea said an interesting one. Do you know how to pronounce that?
Let's look at the exact definition. Mellifluous.
Mellifluous.
Can you explain what mellifluous means? Everyone's curious.
I hope you're asking Andrea and not me, because I don't actually know. I don't know this word. Mellifluous. Teaching me some vocabulary, Andrea. I think I've heard it, but seeing it spelled, I'm like,
ooh,
what does that mean? Mellifluous. It's a good one, though. I have always liked, and this is going to be very silly of me, the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. From Mary Poppins. That's a fun one. Just because it's long and it's fun to say. Or, I just remembered, there's a name of a Hawaiian fish, and now I can't remember it. Oh, I had memorized it at one point because it's very hard to say. Let me see if I can find it. Hawaiian fish, long name. Okay, it's a. I don't. Humu nuku It's a Hawaiian fish.
Okay, nice.
If you can see, that's the spelling.
Oh wow, it's long. Yeah.
It's a very
Hawaiian sound.
It's really difficult to say. But Andrea said mellifluous.
A sound that is sweet and smooth, pleasing to hear.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. And Andrea said, hi there. My least favorite is fatigue. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Favorite one is comfy. Oh, that's a nice one too. Comfy.
And Martina just chimed in. There's also a song with that name. Do you mean mellifluous? I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I hope so.
From High School Musical. Okay. I haven't seen High School Musical.
I have, but I don't remember this.
This song.
Yeah, I don't remember this song. I only remember a few songs, like the one that they sing at the end.
We're all in this together. No, is it that one?
Oh, the name of the Hawaiian fish
Yeah.
is the song from High School Musical. Oh my God. Okay. I really don't know then.
Oh, okay.
Was it the first High School Musical, Martina, or like the second or third? I don't even know. How many are there of High School Musicals now? So I know there's at least two, the originals. Huma Huma. I don't remember how to say it. She thinks the first. Okay, interesting. All right, guys.
The first.
Well,
okay.
If you want to continue to answer this question, if you join us a little later, feel free, but we're going to take a look at our focus. We have handy words. Maybe, Jenna, how would we explain handy? Like a handy word.
Handy is something that is, something that's useful. Something that's handy. Yeah, helpful, useful.
Yeah, sometimes a person, normally a man, who comes to fix your house, we sometimes say a handyman. Because he's useful, he's helpful, he can fix things. He's a handyman.
Yeah.
So
also, if you ask someone, are you a handy person? It means, are you good at fixing things?
I think I'm a handy person, actually.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, believe it or not. I like to, if something's broken, I normally like to try and fix it myself before I like give up. I get it from my dad.
That's an important skill to have, especially when you live alone.
Yeah. Do you want to? I think also because I grew up with my mom, so I like would always put together furniture. Like if we got something from IKEA or the store, and I would always try and fix things for her because she was never good at it. So I became like the handyman of the house, handy woman. Yeah. Okay.
Important.
Do you want to?
Especially. Yeah, sure. I think girls aren't maybe encouraged enough to be handy from a young age, so that's good. Okay, so in this focus activity, words borrowed from other cultures, words that don't exist in English, English words that don't exist elsewhere, which there do seem to be a few.
Yeah, I know some, especially in Italy, or they've taken some words that are English and made them Italian. I love stalkerare.
To stalk
someone? But in English, to stalk, we have a verb for it. But in Italian, they've taken stalker, the person, and then made that into a verb.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So we have, let me remember, 4 words. And in the comments, you guys, try and guess which cultures these words are borrowed from. And I'll make a banner to explain that. Guess. And you want to read the words, Jenna?
Yeah. So try to guess which cultures these words are borrowed from. We've got graffiti. That's going to be difficult. Robot, muesli, and shampoo.
Exactly. So tell us in the comments. And we have someone else coming in. Hello. Is it Iole or Lole? I think Iole.
Oh, okay.
Great. Hi, welcome. So tell us in the comments, you guys. A lot of these I didn't know at all. But I know that English loves to steal words from other countries, other languages. We do this a lot with French words.
Yeah, lots of French words used in English.
Genre.
Paparazzi is another Italian word we use.
Oh, true. I mean, does zucchini count?
Yeah, zucchini counts. And broccoli. Zucchini and broccoli.
Okay. Yeah, but it's funny because we just say zucchini for one.
Yeah.
But also for 2, just stays zucchini. Okay, we have some guesses coming in. Do you want to read this one?
Lavinia says, I know Robot is from Czech Republic. It was the name of the novel's protagonist, written in the first year of the 20th century. Wow, okay, good.
That's our next slide. Good job, Lavinia. She knows the answer. And Yola guessed that the third word is German or from Germany? Or from German. Can I say from German? No, is German.
Yeah, usually it's German, I would say. Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
And what about graffiti, you guys? The first one.
Graffiti and shampoo. Where do they come from?
Yeah, I don't think I would have never guessed. What?
Do you eat muesli?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's just cereal. Maybe, if I can show you an image.
Muesli.
Yeah, cereal with rolled oats.
Okay. But not granola.
Maybe, I'm not really sure what the difference is. Maybe it's pretty much the same thing. I'll show you. You've probably had it before.
Probably, but I just didn't realize it. Oh, Andrea said it's crunchy cereal. So maybe granola. Maybe it's like granola.
Granola.
Okay. Oh, you sent me a link. Okay, let me see if I can pull that up.
So
okay.
Guys,
okay. Yeah, it's kind of like granola, but not as crunchy, not as hard. Okay. But Lavinia, she says that she loves to read about etymology. I can't read today etymology.
Yeah.
And that's why she knows it. Well, and good. You're better than me because I don't know these things. But what about graffiti, you guys?
Where's the word graffiti from? Graffiti.
Graffiti.
I don't know if I even pronounced it right.
Graffiti. Or is it graffiti? Graffiti.
It's the stress. But...
2 F's. Graffiti. Yeah, my pronunciation is not the best in Italian, but I try. Because it's hard to, I think normally the stress in English is like the beginning of words, but in Italian it tends to be near the end. And so then, so maybe graffiti. Graffiti. I don't know. No one's guessing. We should show them. This one should be easy, guys, because it's Italian. But everyone else was right. Robot was Czech. German. Any guesses for the last one? Shampoo? Maybe yes, maybe no. I would have never guessed. For me, I would guess French, but it's not French. I don't know why I would guess French.
It does sound like it could be French.
Shampoo.
Shampoo.
Shampoo. I've seen so many memes right now from friends when Phoebe tries to teach Joey French.
Okay, yeah.
And she's trying to teach him how to say je m'appelle. And she's like, je. And he says je. She's like, ma. Pelle. And she's like, je m'appelle. And he goes, oui, poo poo. They're doing all these ones like stay, at home. Oh, you're fine. Let's see. Andrea didn't know graffiti, Africa. It was Italian, Andrea. Definitely not African. And Lucia, you think the same as me. I guessed maybe shampoo is French, but it's not French. It is, drumroll, Hindi. Not expected. Definitely not what I expected. Great. Okay. See what they think about that. And as Lavinia already said, oh, Yole thought from English. No, this word originated from Hindi, so from India. Interesting, guys.
Yeah, many different languages.
Mm-hmm. So do you want to read about robot?
Yeah.
Jenna?
So this word comes from robota, which means forced labor. It was coined by Czech writer Karel Čapek in his play RUR, Rossum's Universal Robots in 1920.
Yeah. So Lavinia, you were talking about the Czech Republic, and it was the name of the novel's protagonist. So really good job. We have some more words for you guys. Dun, dun. We want you to match to the origins.
So we've got everyday English words from other cultures. Match the words to their origins. Maybe I can read the words on the left and you on the right.
Perfect.
Okay, so we've got 1 ketchup, 2 potato, 3 orange, 4 tennis, 5 alarm, and 6 dad.
And the origins that we have French, Welsh, Sanskrit, Spanish, Cantonese, and Italian. So tell us in the comments, numbers and letters. Match the words to their origins. Oop, and we're getting some already.
Lavinia says potato is Spanish. Okay, we'll check.
And she thinks alarm is French.
Okay. Andrea says ketchup is Cantonese for sure.
Okay, let's find out. Let's check ketchup. Good job, Andrea.
Good. Chinese, Cantonese, good.
Should we check potato? Let's see if potato is Spanish. Awesome. Good, Lavinia. What about orange, you guys? Orange. I'm going to say all the words with the French accent.
Right. Just to confuse.
Yep. Oh, we have a guess for Sanskrit.
Orange is Sanskrit. Okay.
Let's find out. I don't know.
I'll check.
Good.
Good.
Good guess, Martina, but don't listen to me. I'm going to confuse everyone because I'm just pronouncing it with a French accent. But apparently it's Sanskrit. Interesting. I would not have guessed that. Yeah. Apparently my name is originally Welsh, but with a C, not a K.
Oh, okay.
Is what I've heard.
But it's Welsh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I don't think it's a very common name. Kendra.
No, I like it though. It's a nice name.
I didn't meet like any Kendras when I was growing up. But when I was like 19, 20, I started to meet some more people. So I think the generation after me has had a few more. And I've met people who spell it with an I or a Y instead of an E. But
Weird.
then it's pronounced Kendra, not Kendra.
Okay. Right.
So that tiny little difference can be really confusing to hear Kendra because I'm what?
Right.
It sounds way too similar.
Quite different. Okay, Lavinia says no, tennis is French from the verb tenir. Okay, let's check.
Find out. Lavinia is doing great. Lavinia, I hope you're not Googling anything as we're doing this.
Yeah.
You've been right every time. But she likes what was the word? Etymology. So that makes sense. Okay, guys, we have 2 more. Alarm and dad. I think. Okay, which we only have
so we've got
Welsh and Italian. Mm-hmm.
Should be a bit easier for you to guess now.
We have a lot of Italians watching. I wouldn't say that. I swear I'm not searching on Google. Okay. I'm teasing you. And Martina says alarm is Italian.
Yes. Good.
She just loves
I love
languages. Good. So yes, alarm is Italian. So dad is Welsh, which I had no idea.
Yeah.
But interesting. It's
It
fun
is.
to
I
learn
always
about.
wondered, how did dad come from father? And now I know it's Welsh.
Oh, okay. So it
You know?
didn't.
Yeah.
Because there is no way to like say father short. You wouldn't say like fafa.
No.
No. Okay, so we have a little quiz now. So in the comments, tell us your guess, A, B, or C.
No.
Decide how this ketchup entered the English language. Do you want to read, Jenna?
Sure. Okay. So, A, Chinese workers took this sauce to America in the 1800s. B, the Japanese took it from China and sold it to Germany, which renamed it and sold it to Britain. Or C, Chinese sailors introduced it to British settlers in Asia, who enjoyed it for 200 years before Americans added tomatoes to it. Do you think
what are your guesses? Yeah.
B or C?
I'm trying to. I heard something too that it was more of like a fish sauce, and then the tomatoes were added. Maybe I just gave it away, but I remember hearing something like that. Like the flavor was not the flavor that it is today. But let's see.
Do you like ketchup?
I do like ketchup. I used to eat it a lot more when I was younger. Now I just like it with French fries, but I like to mix ketchup and mayonnaise.
Oh yeah.
I think that's even better. Or I put it on like my hamburgers. But that's probably about all I eat it with.
Yeah, the same.
I used to eat it with chicken.
Oh yeah, that's quite common.
Yeah. But again, that was when I was younger and I didn't like the taste of, like, I liked the taste of chicken, but not by itself. So I would eat it with ketchup.
Or some people add it to, and Italians are going to find this a little strange, but like American mac and cheese.
I've seen people do that, or they put it on their eggs.
I've never tried that.
I've never been interested in putting ketchup on my eggs. That sounds terrible. Yeah, also on macaroni and cheese. Why are you mixing macaroni and cheese with ketchup?
I know. It doesn't need to be fixed.
Yeah, not at all. So people, come on, let's guess. What do you think? A, B, or C for ketchup? Everyone got really quiet.
Yeah.
But it could also be the lag. That's normal. If you had to guess, Jenna, what would you guess?
If I had to guess, let's say I don't know.
Yeah, say you don't know.
Maybe the last one.
I think that's what I would guess too. And I think I might have read this in a different focus. I think there is another focus that talks about the history of food, and it talks about ketchup. But okay, we have one guess. Andrea thinks A. Okay. Any other guesses? Okay. We have another one.
Let's see. Maybe C.
Should we find out?
Yeah.
Should we show them? Let's show them. C. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
Yole, got it. Exactly. And we have another one, but this time for orange. Yeah. You want to read again?
Sure. So guess how these words entered the English language. Orange, naga, nagaranga.
Nakaranga.
It's an old Sanskrit word which means nature's candy. B, it means poison for elephants. Legend has it that an elephant ate a whole tree of them and died, and the tree was later discovered growing out of his belly. Or C, Sanskrit changed to Hindi and got exported to the British Empire.
Covered it up a bit. That's this B is like such an elaborate story.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. So go ahead and guess in the comments how A, B, or C. How did they enter the English language? I don't remember the answer, but Sanskrit changed to Hindi and got exported to the British Empire. I want to think it's an old Sanskrit word, which means nature's candy.
That's a nicer story, no?
Yeah. But why are they poisonous to elephants? Andrea says B. Lavinia C. Lucia A. Yeah, I think A too. And we have another B. There we go. There are our guesses coming in. Let's find out.
I hope it is not B, but maybe
it is B.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Martina also said, I hope it's not B, but maybe it is. Apparently it's B.
Yeah. Okay. The most elaborate story.
So it means poison for elephants, nagaranga. Nagaranga. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's fun to say, nagaranga. Yeah. Okay, let's look at now tennis.
Oranges.
What'd you say? Don't feed elephants oranges.
Yeah.
Good.
Word origins. Guess how these words entered the English language. Okay, so tennis, tenir. A, tenir meant tenez, which means hold, receive in Old French. The English pronounced it wrong, and it became tennis. B, Henry the Eighth took it from France, but didn't want to use the French word, so renamed it tennis. C, tenir means charge, and it was meant to represent battle.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Tenir, tennis, hold, receive, tennis. I mean, A sounds pretty believable because the English always butcher the French,
right.
as people say. Oh, gosh.
So similarly, it could be B, that Henry decided to change the name to make it more English.
Yeah, that's possible.
But then if you think of tennis like a battle, it could be C.
Yeah, who knows?
Between two opponents.
Charge. Yola thinks B. Okay. Let's see. We'll read any more guesses. Yeah, I don't know. Do you play tennis, Jenna?
Not now, but I used to. I used to do private lessons. Yeah.
Okay. I've only tried one time, and it was not very successful. I hit the ball to my friend. She missed the ball. She picked it back up, hit it back. I missed the ball. So it was just one hit back and forth. And, we have a guess for all three now. We have A and C. Well, let's find out, guys. Let's see who's right. A. Lavania got it. It's A. Yeah. Good, you guys.
Lavania's on a roll.
Yeah, she knows it all. So, here's an even bigger challenge for you, Lavania. So we have some words that don't exist in English, and we have to finish the sentences to understand their definitions. Also, where they're from, and yeah, what they mean. So let me put in a little banner, and then maybe we can read the 1 through 5 and for blanks. Okay.
Okay. So you're going to use the words below to complete the relative clauses. We have which, that, who, whose, lip, worse, whiskey, back. Oh, I'm trying to remember how this is pronounced. Back, Pfeffengesicht, I think. Back, Pfeffengesicht.
I believe you.
Guys, it's not an English word. This is why it's difficult. Men, Japanese, Russian, German, Mukta, and Gaelic. So I did beginner's German years ago. I did not learn this word. So that's my excuse. But I think it's pronounced more or less Backpfeifen or Pfeffengesicht.
You sound great to me. So if we really want to know, we can always ask Joanna because she speaks German. But I tried to imitate some of the words that she tells me sometimes. Also, like Afrikaans words, because Afrikaans is like it originated from Dutch. And so the sound is kind of similar, Dutch and German. But I can't do it. I think I'm close, and she's like, no.
Nowhere near. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, we have some guesses for number 1.
Japanese, which worse? Okay. Shall we read the sentences without the words?
Yeah, we can do that. So Ageotori. I don't know. Ageotori is a word. Means to look after a haircut.
Number 2, in is a face that is badly in need of a fist. This is a fist, guys. Yeah, when you close your hand like this, you create a fist. So maybe oof.
Yeah, if it is badly in need of a fist. And then number 3, oh God, Sidriob.
Or Sidriob.
Yeah, and is the itchiness overcomes your upper before you take a sip of That has a lot of blanks.
Yeah. If you don't know the word sip, it's when you just you drink a small amount of something. Yeah, a little sip.
Little tiny.
And if something's itchy, it irritates you, irritates your skin. Okay, in blank, blank is a person, blank asks a lot of questions.
In manja, sounds Italian, is a word to describe the childlike.
Coquettish.
Okay, coquettish behavior. This is some advanced vocabulary today. Behavior of woman, goal is to elicit sympathy and pampering from coquettish.
Yeah, so coquettish is flirty.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes from, well, part of it comes from French. And if you don't know, pampering is when somebody treats you really well with special attention.
I like to be pampered. Don't we all?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see for number 1, because we did have some guesses. Japanese, which and worse. Okay.
Yeah, good.
What about number 2? I see some guesses already from Lavinia and Andrea, and I like how they say back.
Right.
And they both guessed in German. Let's find out. Okay.
Good. Backpfiffen Gesicht or Gesicht. In German, good.
A face that is badly in need of a fist. I would like to be able to pronounce this.
Yeah. So you can say it, use it.
Yeah. Don't know when I would use it.
Surprise Joanna with it somehow. I don't know how.
I'll just look at her when she says something like, oh, what's the word? Yeah, when she makes fun of me, and I'll say something back, fingish.
Right. Gesicht. Yeah.
I can't say it at all. Okay, guys, what about number 3? Actually, there was a SNL skit that I was watching with, I think there's Scottish accents. Then I think they switch to Welsh, maybe even Irish at one point. And there's some Americans on a plane, and their pilot, something happens to their pilot. So they're talking to some people in Scotland because that's where they're flying, and they're trying to help them land the plane, but they don't understand anything that's being said. And then when they switch to the Welsh, it's like,
even worse.
Yeah, because it's like it's like almost separate language.
Yeah,
it's a dialect.
Yeah, I had a Welsh colleague that taught us some Welsh words, and it was almost impossible to pronounce. And they've got really long words too, like the longest.
Kind of like German.
Longer than German words. Yeah.
Ooh, we got some guesses. So, Yole says upper lip and a sip of whiskey. So the last 2. Okay. And Andrea in Gaelic, that lip and then whiskey. And then Chia is guessing the same. Okay, guys, let's find out. So in Gaelic, that lip, whiskey. Great.
Good.
I don't drink whiskey, so I've never had a itch on my upper lip.
Right. I didn't realize it was a thing that people often get. I have had whiskey before, but I don't think I got that itchiness.
Yeah. Don't know. It's interesting. I love that there's like words that exist in other language that, especially in German. German has a lot of very specific words for specific feelings or emotions that we don't have in English. So I've always found that really interesting.
Yeah.
Also how in English, like we only have one word for love, but in some other, even in Italian, there's like 2. But in other cultures, there's even more than that.
Yeah, to describe different types of love. Love between your family, love between romantic love. Yeah.
Which, speaking of, again, reminds me of a TED Talk video where this woman does a study about how language affects culture. And she gives a few different examples. Like, so there's like some cultures in, I think she said the Amazon, that don't use left and right, but they use cardinal directions, like for everything. So if like there's something on your right leg, they wouldn't say like your right leg. They would say your like south, what? East, west, I don't know. Right. They would like, they would use like cardinal directions to explain where something is on your body. And also when, depending on the direction that they're looking, depending if it's north, west, south, east, that's how they will like create a timeline.
Yeah, that is fascinating. Yeah.
So
yeah,
in
definitely. Language
really
is
interesting.
A reflection of each country's culture in some ways.
Yeah, but cultures like that like are very, very aware of where they are, like their location. So like for us, if you were asked, oh, can you point south? It's like, I don't know. But these people, even like the children, could point south.
Well, yeah.
But it's a good video. Let's see.
Andrea. Lavinia says, Malay.
That's the next one.
In Malay, a man is a person who asks a lot of questions. Let's see what other people have said.
Right. Someone said in Russian, Pokemuka.
Yeah.
Muchka.
Muchka. Okay.
Maybe. Lavinia also guessed that one. Lucia corrected herself. She thinks man is for the last one. So maybe 4 is Pochemuchka. Okay. Let's find out. In Russian. Yeah. Yeah. Great, you guys.
Yeah. They should definitely have like an audio.
Yeah.
For these words,
it would be nice to know how they sound. Maybe I could find that.
An audio link, yeah.
I might be able to, because sometimes if you Google a word, it will have a little audio that will pronounce the word, which is nice. But what about the last one, guys? I think Lavinia, we have Malay, who's men.
Okay.
Whose goal is to
Manja or Manya?
Manya, yeah, Mananja. Yeah, who knows? But let's find out.
Yeah,
Malay word.
Good.
Whose goal?
From men. Good.
Exactly.
So, do you have a favorite word from this list? Which word do you like the most? Which word do you think you might use? We don't use these words in English.
The German one for me. How do you think you say it again?
I think, but someone else in the comments might be able to correct me. Backpfeffen Gesicht, I think. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture so I can ask Joanna later. I need to remember this word. And she can tell me how to pronounce it.
Yeah. I quite like the Poche thing. And the Backpfeffen Gesicht is nice too.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will be Age Otori after this quarantine.
I've experienced that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never cut my own hair. I'm too scared to do that.
I think I've like trimmed like little cuts of like around my face before. When I was like in high school. My mom cut my hair one time because I think in elementary I got lice. And I had long hair, so it was easier just to cut it so that she could clean it easier, like comb through it.
Yeah.
So that's terrible.
Mom, yeah, I can imagine.
That's what happens a lot of the time when you're a kid.
Yeah, you end up having to cut your hair for different reasons. My mom, when she was like 12 or 13, got gum stuck in her hair. She went to bed at night with gum in her mouth. It got stuck to her hair, so she had to cut it all off.
My mom too.
Yeah. Apparently, going to bed with gum in your mouth as a child.
Yeah, she had to cut her hair very short, and she was like, I looked like a boy. I hated it. But it was her fault. She kept going to sleep with gum in her mouth. Like, who goes to sleep with gum in their mouth? Andrea has a Backpfeffen Gesai. No.
Backpfeffen Gesai. Gesai. Okay, so the T is silent. Might be the pronunciation. Yeah.
I'll find out from Joanna for sure. But I just noticed the time. This like flew by. If you guys have any other questions, don't forget the Myes SOS English Facebook page. And there will be another webinar in 10 minutes. So if you stick around, you can get some more practice in. So we'll see you guys later, and have a good afternoon. Have a good lunch.
Yeah.
So long.
See you next time.
See you next time.